Good morning, everybody. I woke up not too long ago and I figured we could do a little get ready with me while we chat about some stuff that I thought would be interesting to kind of get you guys' ideas and point of view on certain things going on at the moment. I splashed some cold water on my face, but I'm using my anti-aging cream. This stuff has been literally like magic in a bottle. Probably don't need that much, but it has hydroxytyrosol in it, which is where they take the inside of the leaves of a 100-year-old olive tree and they extract them and bottle them up. And I guess they have found that the cells inside the olive leaf regenerate cells also, I guess, inside the human body, and it's like super anti-inflammatory. So yeah, it's like fountain of youth. So you best believe I'm putting it all over. And they have like a whole line of this. Talked about it a little bit in the past. It's different than any skincare I've ever used before. It's kind of hard to explain. I know there's not adrenochrome or whatever people said about, you know, why aren't we aging if we're using like these products? It's just nature. And I feel like we're supposed to be using nature. That's why it's here. Anyway, so yeah, my skin has never looked so good before. And usually my redness is unhinged. But since using this, it's like a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Probably, I think, one of the most potent in the world, and my redness has almost completely disappeared, and it like happened so quick too. And then the F59, which is this one, it's the corrective serum face, what it says on there, and that is like Botox in a bottle, and the results have been like, literally, I just thought they were fake. I was like, it's kind of too good to be true, but it's real. And I guess that's why, one of the reasons why it's always sold out, because at first I was like, oh, it's so annoying, their products are always sold out. But it was because the ingredients inside of these are bioactive, I think is what they say. And so it only stays good on the shelf for so long because they don't add preservatives. They add instead just like super potent molecules from these trees. And so they have to make them in small batches and they're handmade. So that's why. And because more people are finding out about it and buying it. So go get it while you can. I'll link it below. I've already stocked up, so that's why I'm talking about it now. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody has survived the Hurricane Helene. We had some wild storms here in Tennessee, but we're all good. Thankfully, everyone we know has been okay. I hope everyone you know is okay. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys today about, and I sent out messages to all my family. You guys are like my second family, so I had to let you guys know, but I talked about this on my members only a while ago. Members only like Patreon, and also we have it on YouTube now also on the main channel, members only. So for people that didn't want to sign up for Patreon for whatever reason, they wanted exclusive videos, we give them the option on YouTube also. So we put the Patreon exclusive videos for YouTube members. So it's basically just like Patreon, but on YouTube. So you just like pay, have extra videos basically. Nothing changes about my channel. So everything stays the same. Everyone's still gonna get the same amount of videos. So nothing will change. We're just adding extra benefits for people that want it. So hopefully that makes sense. And by benefits, I just mean like they want extra content than they're already getting right now. Then they can choose to become members and they get perks and additional exclusive videos from me and live streams and stuff like that. So what I was gonna say is, I think that if you watched my Patreon video months ago, I posted a video called Preparing for the Election, and this was way before the crazy stuff we're seeing right now has gone on. I don't know, it's so weird, you guys. Almost like, I told Travis, like, it's almost like a feeling that I had. Like, you know how you get like those gut intuition feelings, something bad is gonna happen? It wasn't like anxiety, because, you know, I have anxiety, and it wasn't like that. It was like, we need to prepare, bad stuff's gonna happen, and I don't know what. You know, like it wasn't shown to me what's gonna happen, but I have a feeling, very strong sense, gut feeling that I need to prepare for something because something bad is gonna happen. And this is not like fear mongering or trying to scare anybody. Please don't take it that way. This is mainly just like me wanting to like protect and just give information. And then when I give that information, you choose what you want to do with it, right? You can choose to be, you know, freaked out, or you can choose to be prepared. And I think at this point in our lives, with everything going on, not being prepared is just really kind of silly, you know? Because there's so many different things that can happen, right? Like your power going out, an earthquake, a hurricane. We've seen lots of things in our lifetime now that we need to be prepared for emergencies. Look at what happened with COVID. You know what I'm talking about, I can't say it. Who would have thought that would have happened, right? So I think it's smart to be prepared, and I'm just telling you guys as my friends and my online internet family to go prepare yourself now. It's already late, like in the game, to be trying to do this because it could be happening any minute. And I tell my friends, like, regardless if you're political or not, and it doesn't matter who you're voting for or what your beliefs are, right? It doesn't matter who wins this election, chaos is going to ensue. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that, right? And so everyone just needs to be prepared. And again, this is not fear mongering. This is just being smart and preparing, because what's the worst that can happen if you've done all this preparedness for a shitty situation to happen? The worst that can happen is nothing bad happens, but you still have peace of mind, right? In case something does. And basically what I'm getting at is to outweigh the pros and cons. The pros way outweigh the cons of being prepared. You never be too prepared. So if you're like, Shannon, you're crazy, but I'm going to put in like 10% effort to get my home prepared for craziness. What should I do, or where would I start? So my best advice, and I'm no expert, so let's just like put that out there, but I have been doing a lot of research because, again, I'm pretty terrified for election time. What's gonna happen, if I'm being honest? I don't know if anyone else feels that way. And again, this does not have anything to do with me. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm not voting. And you guys might think I'm very ignorant for that, but I have my reasons. I just don't think our votes actually count. And I think that they make us think that they do, but like we have a say, but I feel like we really don't. And I know people are gonna get mad at me for saying this. I have my bonus dad. If he was watching this right now, he would be being like, Shannon, you are so dumb. He always tells me, if you don't vote, you can't complain. And it's like, yeah, but what if you vote and the other person wins? You still can't complain. You just, I don't know. I just think we're out for ourselves, man. We just need to take care of each other. And I feel like I want to put more of that energy into, I don't know, I just feel like watching everything going on is like dividing people. It's making each other hate each other more. We are all on this planet together, and like, I just want us to, this might sound like really ignorant and silly, I just want us all to just get along and like love each other and be there for each other and not hate each other, because I feel like the news, it like literally makes you so angry, and they find like your weak spots, what you like really believe in or what really scares you, and then they play on like that fear and that make you angry to the point where like, you know, you're just gonna like explode and get so mad and just like hate the other side. Because, you know, the reason why I feel this way is because I know people on both sides, right? Like Kamala supporters, totally just like gung-ho Democrats, and these people are my family. I love them dearly. And then I have people that are super Trump supporters, all about Trump. He could do no wrong. These people are my family. I have family on both sides, and I would never in a million years let politics divide me from my family, or would I want my family to be divided from each other over stuff we're watching on social media or the news. I don't know. I think they do it on purpose. Again, this is just my humble little opinion. I could be totally wrong, and everything else, these are just my beliefs, but I am just letting you know that they say, oh, we're gonna like do this and we're gonna do that, and it's just like, I feel like I just can't trust anybody anymore. I feel like my trust has just been so betrayed by everything, and that's just how I feel. So when people are like, I've had people come on my social media and be like, I'm unfollowing, you're disgusting, I can't believe you're a Trump supporter. And I'm like, wait, like, where did they even get this from? I've never come out and endorsed a politician ever in my life. I one time posted out of like emotion when Trump had like said that he was gonna make insurance pay for IVF, or he would make IVF available to everybody. I reposted that because I was like, oh my God, that would be so amazing, right? And it wasn't that I was like, I'm voting for Trump. I was just like, that idea is a really good idea. I don't care who it comes from, because I feel like, you know, that's a reproductive health issue. Why is it not covered? And of course, like, people are like, oh, well, people would abuse that. And it's like, no, there'd have to be stipulations and rules, right? I don't care who's in office. Can they please make that a thing? Even now, when you have to pay for it out of pocket, they won't do IVF or any fertility treatments, at least where I've been, unless it's documented that, like, you have been going there for a year or been trying for a year before they even allow you to do fertility treatments. So it's not just like anybody can just go and pay, at least, like I said, not where I've been. And so people, you know, after I posted that, I got so many people unfollowed me because they thought I was voting for Trump. And I really wanted to come out and just be like, I'm not voting for anybody. I don't believe in this stuff. And so I just hate that it divides people so much and, like, makes people, like, literally hate each other. I don't know, it's just crazy to me. We all have beliefs and stuff, but, like, that doesn't mean that, I don't know. I think there's just so much misinformation about everything. Anyway, I just probably shot myself in the foot with bringing all that up, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and pretend like, you know, I'm gonna just say things that I think I should because it's gonna make people like me. No, I'm just gonna be myself, and that's just who I am. And I'm sorry if it upsets you, but that's just, I can't, like, lie about stuff, you know? Anyway, okay, moving on to, like, the emergency stuff, because again, like I said, it doesn't matter who wins. I feel like chaos is going to ensue because I feel like they have riled everybody up so much with everything that's happening right now. Like, again, they're doing it on purpose. And I think that once they elect somebody, the people that, like, didn't want that person elected is going to just do really bad stuff. And I think vice versa, right? And so I don't know, like I said, what's gonna happen. I just have that gut feeling and, like, that intuition that bad stuff is gonna happen. It's already happening, right? But, like, I just feel like it's probably gonna get worse. And so this is just, like, me saying friend to friend, again, not trying to fearmonger or anything like that. Just me, again, saying, like, friend to friend, no matter what your beliefs are or who you are voting for or whatever, get yourself prepared for anything and everything. And what I mean by that is however you can financially, and again, I know people are really struggling financially these days. So I know not everybody can afford to just go out and stock up their pantry with, like, canned goods and batteries and all the things, but you do what you can, right? If you can't afford to go to the grocery store and stock up on a bunch of stuff, you go to the dollar store or a food pantry or somewhere where you're able to figure it out, right? No matter who you are and what your budget is, you figure out a way to survive and prepare and take care of you and your family. So you figure out a way to do it. Don't be making excuses for yourself. Get creative. And I don't mean to sound mean. It's just, like, I really care about all of you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys are safe and protected, and I don't want you guys to have to worry. And I feel like a lot of people that are financially unstable or, like I said, can't afford to just, like, go buy a bunch of extra food or supplies, get upset at, like, me saying this. And this is not the time to get upset about me saying this. This is the time to figure out, how can I get these things? Anything is possible. When there's a will, there's a way. So if I were completely broke and had no money, and I heard somebody saying this to me, this is what I would do. I would figure out where my local churches are, where my local food pantries are, and I would be going there and I would be stocking up on whatever I could. I would let people at, like, libraries know, maybe, like, a flyer, and ask your local library, your local police station, your local fire station. I would be going out with a flyer with your phone number on it or something, and just saying, if anybody happens to have an extra canned good or something that they'd like to donate, or, you know, see if your local community will help you. That's, like, what community is for. You know, consider putting up, like, a little, I know some people I've seen, which I think is so cool, and I actually want to do it where I live. They have those little free libraries. I'll put a picture right here. Some neighborhoods, like, people have made these little free libraries where people in the community, not like neighbors and people in the surrounding area, will go and drop off their books they want to be able to give out to the community for free to be able to read. And then you can go and take books. You can do that with canned goods. So people that are maybe struggling a little bit this month, or people that have maybe done really well that month, they're going to go and donate extra stuff in that little food shelter. Think of, like, a library box, also a food shelter box, so they can put canned goods, they can put dried corn or whatever, just use your imagination. And so the people that need a little extra help are getting it from the community and are able to go there and get what they need. And then, like I said, the people that, you know, maybe have extra, they know about it. So when they go to the grocery store, they're gonna buy a couple extra canned goods to be able to go put in there for someone that really needs it. That is what I would be doing, right? And so don't make excuses. Go instead use that energy to get creative and figure out how to help yourself, because when stuff really goes bad, you guys, you're not going to be being like, oh, poor me, you know, you're going to be like, should have listened to Shannon and do one of these things. It's not too late. So just like hurry up and go do it. I have made also a whole category on my Amazon storefront of things that you need to get right now. And again, I know not everybody can do this, but if you can get one thing on that list, go get it. This is everything from like the life vac, which is, I don't know if you guys know this, but I know this from going to nursing school and EMT school. Choking, like somebody choking on something, which everyone thinks like, I don't feel like in an emergency, people think about this, right? Because they just think like, oh, the Heimlich. The Heimlich doesn't always work, unfortunately. And so choking is the one thing. You don't have time to wait for the ambulance to get there. By the time they do, unfortunately, whoever that person is, that airway has been blocked, oxygen and blood flow to their brain, that they're gonna become brain dead. And so, high possibility. Choking is one of those things that you don't have time to wait. So the life vac, and it's not just the life vac, there's a bunch of companies that make something similar. And so, you know, with your budget, you just figure out what you can afford and you go get one of those, because they have adult sizes and they have kid sizes. And then I think they have infant size. I don't know. I think they have like a kid. I think the infant and the kid size, I think is the same one. Anyway, go get one of those. You need that. You should have one in your house and in your car. We have one in our car, in our house, and in the RV for choking, and learn how to use it. That's like one thing I would say. The other thing is obviously food and water. And again, if you cannot afford to go stock up and get like bottled water or a rain barrel catchment system, something like that, go get one of those little life straws. You know what those little life straws are? They're not that big, so you don't need a bunch of space to store anything. But you know, when you find a water source, that basically is going to filter it. So if you found like a stream or whatever, you can be able to have access to water is probably the most important thing, I feel like. And then food, all those things. And then I'm sure I'm missing and forgetting other things that I've put on that list, but go to that list, go get those things. Please, you guys, I've never asked you guys to do anything before really on this channel. Please do this for me. This is not for me, this is for you. Like, please, for me, for the sake of you, figure out a way to be prepared for an emergency situation. Again, this could be any emergency, and it's not wasting money getting these things, because everybody should have this all the time anyway. Whether that's a hurricane, a fire, any situation, like emergency situation, I would do that. Also, another big thing that I feel like people don't really like to talk about, and I didn't like to talk about this for a long time either. In fact, I was really against pew-pews, if you know what I mean. And this is because I grew up in a very liberal household. I don't know any other better way to say it, but I grew up with my dad having guns and whatever, but like my mom never had guns in the house. And I just feel like I just don't like them. One, I'm not familiar with them. I don't know if I've used them a couple times, but I'm not going to the shooting range practicing. I don't know. They've always really scared me, if I'm being honest. And so I've never really believed in having them. And so once I got kids, and I've been in a couple really scary situations before when it was just me by myself with snow actually. And after that point, that's when I was like, okay, I need to get over this fear, because I need to be able to protect my kids. It's not just about me anymore. But I was still very against the idea of killing somebody. I don't know. I honestly, like, you guys might think this is crazy, but I feel like I have like the Amish morals and values now, not like, you know, old Channon or little Channon, but like now I almost feel like I could be Amish, but still a new order Amish, where they use electricity, they drive cars, they have Instagram accounts. You guys know some Amish people have all those things. I didn't, but I started researching on them just because I thought like I'd heard some things and I thought it was just so fascinating. And I really just think they have such a beautiful culture, the Amish. And I feel like the Amish, they don't fight, they don't use guns, they don't believe in self-defense. Surprisingly, at least that's what I've read. And so I kind of was like that. where I rather die than kill somebody. But again, now that I have kids, my views have changed. Obviously I would do anything to protect my kids. The thing is, I'm really scared about just like the law and the way things work, and there could be a lot of corruption. And so I always felt like, oh man, like, what if I got a gun and somebody came in and broke into our house and tried to take snow or hurt us somehow, and they had a weapon, and what happens if I shot them and they died and I just killed somebody's son or daughter or uncle, or you know what I mean, dad. I just like hate, just like saying that literally makes like my heart hurt, get like physical pain saying that out loud. I don't know, I'm the only like true empath, and like almost makes me want to cry. This is so weird, right? I'm literally sitting here talking about how thinking in my mind someone coming in to hurt my own children and then me protecting them but killing them, and how awful that would make me feel. And like I actually feel like what their family would feel. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but yeah, it's like a blessing and a curse. Anyway, and then what would happen if like somehow they thought that wasn't really self-defense and I had to go to court and trial and all these things, and then I got put in jail for killing somebody? That's like a fear I have. And so I always just thought like, no, I do not want to get, how do I get through that, right? Like what could I do? And I found the most amazing solution to this problem. And I actually found out about it when I was like dealing with this stuff, and I talked about it a couple times, and then I stopped talking about it because people were like literally making fun of me. And I was just like, you know, the reason I was talking about it was because like I thought maybe there's other people like me that also maybe feel this way or want to be able to protect themselves but don't want to have a gun or whatever, I don't know. And so I stopped talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it now because I feel like more than ever, I probably should look and make sure the company's still around for you guys to get it. But it's basically, gosh, what is it called? Hold on, let me find it so I can show you. Whew. Don't forget to stay hydrated. By the way, these cups are my new favorite because they help me drink more water. I make electrolyte water. I was using the liquid IV, but it's so expensive, those little like packets, and the sugar content is so high. And so when I was looking into stuff for my autoimmune, I need to have lots of water and lots of electrolytes with what I have. And so I started making my own electrolyte water. It's just lemon, salt, but like the good, a special kind of Celtic salt that has like all these minerals in it. I'll try to make a category on my Amazon storefront to put everything in there and these so that you guys can make your own thing. It's really easy. It's like lemon juice, this special Celtic salt, and then there's a couple other things. I'll do like a whole recipe for you guys. It's super easy to do, by the way, and it's actually tastes way better and it made me feel better. It's way cheaper, so definitely do that. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. It is called the Burna. This is not a pew-pew. Probably already said the G word a bunch of times accidentally, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is not what you think it is. A lot of people are like, when I first, okay, this is not a GUN. This is like a paint. It's almost like, think of it as like a paintball gun, but the little rounds, the kinetic projectiles that it comes with looks like this. So it's like paintball, but way stronger and would really do some damage. And it would actually stop or deter that person from doing whatever it is that they wanted to do. They also have, so there's different types of little things like this that you put into here, and they're actually way more affordable than you think. There's even like a little holster that you can carry it around with you. You don't need like permits. Again, this is not a real pew-pew. And if you look at it, it's like bright orange. So I feel like people would know, like it's not, like the police should know, you know, like, and you would obviously let them know, you know, all the things. Anyway, so there's different ones. So there's ones for like training. There's ones for self-defense. Does not break on eye contact. So like, you know, there's certain ones that are used for in like when you're trying to protect yourself. This is going to stop the person. It is not going to kill them, right? And so I think for me, it made me feel a lot better. They also have, if you look at some of the training, I think the people that were making fun of me didn't really understand what this was, because they're like, oh, it's just like a paintball. That's not gonna like make it worse. That's gonna make it worse, right? Because then if someone sees that you have a pew, they're gonna take out theirs, and you know, at that point, it's whether you had something or not a good situation, right? But they make these little kinetic balls with like a special type of gas in them so that when it does hit them, it opens and it literally makes it so where they can't breathe. It's almost like tear gas, like that they would use in, like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm allowed to, I don't know what's gonna get like flagged on here or not, but anyway, this is better than no alternative at all. And so for me, that was a good option. And certain states, I think, don't allow those special gas balls to use, so it depends like where you live, but I think a lot of places did. Anyway, if you can, go get one of these. Also, I'm not sponsored by them, but back in the day they gave me a code because I had asked for one because I was like, this is amazing, so many people are gonna want this. And then my video went viral and then yeah, I don't know, there were a lot of haters, I guess. I think maybe I didn't explain it properly or, you know, whatever, but it's not for everybody. Some people, if they have real pew-pews, like, you know, whatever you believe in. But if you're like me, a little puss and too nice and whatever, could be an option and make you feel safer. And again, remember, it's not to harm someone, it's to deter them from doing something that they were trying to do if they thought like you weren't going to put up a fight or didn't have any like, you know, self-defense stuff going forward. I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to reach out to the company. I hope they're still in business, assuming they are, and see if they have a discount code for you guys or something that could help you out. So if I get it, I'll link it in the description below, but it's called a Burna. And I thought it was like really cool. I think for like living in LA, but living out here in the country, I might need to get a little bit more serious, especially Travis. I don't know if I think I talked about this in a members only video to just kind of keep it more private because with Travis's work stuff, and then we weren't allowed to talk about his work, what it was that he did, and then he quit, and then now he is going for training for like months away from us. And if that's the case, obviously I'm gonna need to figure out having something more than just what I showed you, because not just for like people, but mainly we have a neighbor actually that she's such a badass, and her husband was gone and we're having a really bad bear problem. The bear was like getting into their chicken coop, eating their chickens, and then it was trying to like get in their house, tear down their door, and like, I don't know if it was like sick or what was going on, but like, it was like really terrifying. And she was like there with her small kids and really worried, and she had to like figure out how to defend herself from this bear. And so I think about that and I'm like, okay, definitely need a gun for protection. God forbid that happens to us. So, and Travis is not home. I love my husband. I wonder if Travis would even, being vegan, I wonder if he would even do that. I might have to do it even if he is home. I'm not letting a bear freaking eat my family. I usually put lashes on off camera just because it takes so long and I have to like kind of concentrate more when I'm doing it. I need to get more natural lashes. I feel like these are starting to get too wild for me, or maybe they've always been wild and I just haven't been able to see it. You guys let me know the truth in the comments. What do they call it? Lash blindness or like brow blindness? I saw it on TikTok. It was really funny actually. People were like blind to the fact of like their eyelash extensions or eyelashes were like so long and like crazy looking, and they were just like blind to it. And like same with like the brows were just like too much and they just like couldn't see it, but other people could. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder like if that's me and I just like can't see it. So I think my friend Chantel one time tried to tell me that my makeup was too much and needed to less is more. And so like I did it for a while because I like really love her and trust her, and I know she wants the best for me. Shit, I need to actually message her back. I'm like the worst friend. I don't mean to be either. Like, I truly have the best intentions, but like, I don't know what is wrong with me. Like, yeah, I think it's mainly like I honestly just forget. Can I blame it on my ADD? Can that be a thing? I just like, cause I swear like I love my friends, but legitimately forget and I feel bad. Anyway, I need to call her because she was so sweet and like wanted to check on me. She is like literally the reason, she's my angel actually. Like I truly believe I have multiple angels here on earth, but she's like the main one. I don't think she knows it. She's actually the one that baptized me and brought me back to God. And we're like so similar. Our paths are so similar. It's so crazy. But yeah, I have like a special bond and like connection to her, and I don't even talk to her that much, but I still feel this like strong emotion with her that she's like, Shannon, I'm worried about you. This was like recently with like my health stuff. She's like, I'm really worried about you and I need you to like go see this doctor. He saved my life. Again, like I trust her with my life. I trust her with my kids. Like even though I don't interact with her daily, it's just like that feeling where you feel it. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I do feel like she's like my earth angel. Does that sound crazy? I don't mean to sound weird, but like I truly feel like she is. And she was like, we should have a call And I do not like calling people or talking to people on the phone other than like my mom and my sister and Travis, and that's it. I get like really bad anxiety talking to people on the phone. But if she tells me she wants to get on a call, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I don't know. She's just like really powerful in like a beautiful way. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Anyway, her name's Chantel. She was like the reason I got the Aura ring, and she baptized me in her jacuzzi. And she used to be a subscriber of mine. That's actually how crazy. It's like how we met. She had watched my videos back in the day when I lived at the Folsom Apartments, and then was sitting in the office of like my OBGYN in Folsom when we lived there. She was like, oh my gosh, are you Shannon? And I was like, yeah. And that's how we met, literally, like at the OBGYN. It's really funny because like she loved that doctor, that gynecologist. And he almost killed me, so I definitely don't like him, but like I love her. Yeah, really crazy, guys. Anyway, I need to call her. She was like, we need to do a call and like catch up. And I was like, so after this, I'm gonna have to call her, or text her. So, all right, I know this is like a super long chatty video, but I feel like I do these over on Patreon, but I don't usually do them here on YouTube. So if you guys like these type of videos and you wanna see more, I do them on Patreon. Or if you want more here, let me know. So I think I wanted to do a little bit more like fun makeup. We're gonna do a little bit of like burgundy on the brow bone. This is my little tip if you wanna make your makeup a little bit more or like, I don't know. You take like pinkish or burgundy-ish color. You can even do like orangey for fall or something. And then you, with your finger, rub it on your brow bone and then like blend it out. Kind of just gives like a pop of like extra something compared to here. So there's like no pop. It's kind of bland and boring. And then over here, it's like, oh, that's cool. A little extra something. And I don't usually do a little extra something. Trying to be more natural as I like cake makeup my face. I need to learn to be less is more, but I don't know, it's kind of hard for me. Oh, but I was telling you guys, my friend Chantal was telling me like, yeah, too much makeup, but you gotta slow it down on the eyeliner. And I did for a while, and then I don't know why I brought it back again, but you'll have to tell me, like, I feel like these lashes are maybe too much. I need to find more natural looking one. I'm just so used to looking a certain way when I have makeup on that if it doesn't look that way, I feel like it don't look right, or it doesn't look good. Does that make sense? I don't know if anyone else feels like that or not. But also, I really need to switch my makeup products over to non-toxic makeup. So if anyone has any good suggestions on like good, clean, non-toxic beauty brands, please let me know in the comments. Okay, my other little makeup tip is if you are wearing like strip lashes. I know a lot of people have eyelash extensions these days, but if you have strip lashes and you put them on, I don't know if you guys can see or not, like natural lashes right here are very like short and blonde. And if you come up close when I'm wearing strip lashes, you can see like a difference. So what I do is I take at the base of like where my lashes are, and I pinch my lashes and the strip lashes together to kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see the difference on camera, but like now you can't see my lashes because I've pinched them together with the strip lashes instead of doing like mascara, because I feel like mascara for my lashes will just make them more obvious and short and stick out so they won't blend. And also I don't want my lashes, my real lashes, to come off when I pull my strip lashes off, and I feel like that can happen. They can stick together. Does that make sense? Anyway, okay. I feel like I'm mostly done getting ready and just taking some of that. This is the F75. It's the only lip balm this company has, and it's a lip balm. If you have like really chapped lips, especially for winter, so hydrating, and it makes your lips look bigger because like the light reflects off of it. It's like glossy, but it doesn't feel sticky. So yeah, and I'm ready now. So thank you guys for hanging out. I hope again that you guys go do at least one thing today to get prepared for emergency situations, and please promise me you're gonna do that today. I'm gonna leave links below. You don't have to use my links. Do however you feel most comfortable, but I will leave links down below for different things we talked about in this video to help you if you need a little guidance. Otherwise, I'll be praying for everybody. Make sure you guys come back. I'm gonna be doing vlogs. New schedule that I'm gonna be doing is every Monday and Friday are going to be the extra added member videos. So every Monday and Friday, whether you're on Patreon or you're a member on YouTube, not a subscriber, but a member on YouTube, which means you pay like extra to get extra content in addition to what you're already getting. Monday and Fridays will be exclusive videos. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be vlogs. And then on Saturday, we're gonna have main channel videos. coming back, and these are going to be like sit down interviews with people, very interesting people I find fascinating to ask some questions and learn about new things, and also just like sit down old school Channon videos. So that is the schedule going forward. That way you guys know. For some reason you don't get a notification or you don't feel like subscribing for whatever reason, which go subscribe and turn your notifications on. You don't get them because I've been blacklisted for talking about certain things I shouldn't. You can manually come back and check to see that I have a video. You know, I'm posting every single day except for Sunday. So if you're not paying extra for extra content, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, YouTube videos. Saturday on the main channel, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here on the vlog channel. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I am super grateful for you. And if you've watched all the way to the end and you're seeing this right now, I want you to do me a favor and comment down below. I heard Channon has a secret loofah club. Comment that down below and I am going to pick somebody to send something special to. So thank you guys for watching all the way through. I am sending you all my love, all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah.